veteran of cover four and coverages and linebackers underneath and everything else, joins us now here on NFL Total Access. Deshaun, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Why go into such great detail there in that answer?
You know, it was previous questions before from some different media sources, and they, I kind of explained what happened during the game, and then that guy, he kind of asked the same question, but at that time I was like, okay, maybe they don't understand what I'm saying, and so I just kind of went in depth, and that's what I was just doing, putting himself in my shoes and what I saw, and that we had the look, but we just didn't connect.
You answer thousands of questions every football season. Are you surprised how this answer went viral?
I wasn't even expecting it. I was just kind of, like I said, putting him in my shoes and just trying to explain what happened. And I thought it was just going to go about his day, but it kind of blew up.
D-Watt, now you guys are 2-2. In fact, everybody in the division is 2-2. How are you feeling about the division and where you guys are at right now?
I feel good. Right now it's a 12-week race. Everyone in the division, like you said, is 2-2, and so it's the race for who can get better each and every week. And by week 16, week 17, we'll see where we're at.
Deshaun, you're a franchise quarterback, and yet you're a type of guy who doesn't seem to me to be satisfied with where he's at. I want to show a clip after the loss last weekend. I don't want to go back in time and talk about the loss, but after the loss,
right.
The stadium is empty. This is well after the game is over. You went back out onto the field and worked with quarterback coach Quincy Avery. Why did you do that?
It's actually something that me and Quincy always do.
Really?
Even after the wins, me and my QB coach watched the film, and then we went out there. We corrected we watched the good stuff and walked through the good plays, and we watched the bad stuff and walked through the bad plays. So we do it every week. It's just at that time we were in the stadium, so I guess someone was watching us. Sometimes I do it in my neighborhood. We have a field in my neighborhood. Sometimes I do it at a college. Sometimes I do it, wherever we at.
Well, we know you didn't do it to get the attention, but it happened to be caught on camera right there. So 45-0
right.
win this weekend. You're still going out there afterwards, yeah?
Oh, for sure. Because I'm like you said, I'm never satisfied. There's always something I can improve on a protection, on a throw where I can be a little bit more accurate, or coverage that they gonna get me because they're a great defense, great players, and so we always walking through those things, keeping my mind sharp, keeping me staying humble and keep going, trying to find ways to get better.
Deshaun, this is a special weekend for you. A lot of people didn't know you was a ball boy for the Atlanta Falcons and used to throw to the backup receivers. And Roddy White, who was a starter at the time, used to come over, and he said you couldn't hit him in the chest with the ball because you used to get nervous. When Terry Rubisky was the receiver coach. Is that true?
It is. Terry was he was on my tail hard. Then Roddy White, Julio, both of those guys was on me. But it was all good, though. It was fun. It made me kind of grow up real quick. I was a young guy starting at the age of 13, 14. And then by the age, the next year, my sophomore year in high school, when I was with them for the next, 3 years, I was throwing it on the money. So they called me QB. Even, Roddy texted me today talking about after the game, I need the jersey. So, it's cool. And Asante Samuel, who played defense at the time, the corner, he hit me up and was like, man, I didn't know that was you. I'm proud of you. I watched you, but I didn't know exactly that was you as a little kid who was walking around the locker room. So, I just told all those guys, man, they really helped me pave the way for myself to kind of get to this position because they made me grow up quick and see how professionals really work.
You've been around professional wide receivers then for a whole long period of time, and you've got one of the absolute best with you right now. What is the craziest thing you've ever seen DeAndre Hopkins do on a football field?
Of course, the last year when he caught the ball underneath his legs against the Miami Dolphins. That was crazy, but it's wild because he do it in practice. He catches ball behind his head, backwards with one hand. It's all types of stuff that he do, and then he's actually playing scout team quarterback, and a lot of people don't know that. Versus different weeks, and he was throwing touchdowns and stuff. So it's dope. Hop is an athlete, but he